Hello and welcome to your advanced hypnosis session from hypnosisdownloads.com. You'll get the best results from your download by giving it your full attention. Please do not listen to it when you need to maintain concentration, such as when driving.
Hello and welcome to your Overcome Masturbation Addiction hypnotic download from hypnosisdownloads.com. My name is Mark Tyrrell and I'm a Director of Uncommon Knowledge. To get the best from this download session, please now make sure that you're seated in a comfortable chair or lying down comfortably. Before you begin to relax very deeply, I'm just going to say a little bit about masturbation addiction. Excessive masturbation can leave you feeling tired and washed out. It doesn't, however, cause blindness and other damaging physical conditions as claimed by Victorian moralists. In fact, sexual climax has some health benefits for both men and women. Regular climax for men may help keep prostates healthy, and regular orgasm for women and men releases a chemical called oxytocin, which has many physical and psychological benefits. So some masturbation isn't harmful, but when masturbation becomes a compulsion and starts taking over your life, then it becomes a problem. Maybe you found that you had to stop what you were doing and go and masturbate. Perhaps it feels like something you must go and do, like getting a fix from a drug. Or maybe you've been unconsciously using masturbation as a solution to stress, boredom, loneliness, or low self-esteem. Masturbation, like any fix, can be used as a way of escaping reality. But the truth is, masturbation just doesn't fix what it seems to promise to fix. Of course, it doesn't prevent loneliness. It doesn't make your life satisfying. It doesn't deal with your worries. Masturbation only works temporarily, and you can get to the point where you masturbate just to feel normal. You may have noticed typical trigger points to masturbation, such as when you feel stressed, bored, or lonely. When you cut your masturbation frequency down to a level that feels just right, that doesn't take up unnecessarily large chunks of time or sap your energy, then you will feel really back in control. You know, just because you can do something, it doesn't mean that you should do it all the time. A person may have a car, but they need to park it at times and do other things, rather than always be revving it up and driving somewhere. When you have too much of something, or do it too often, it always loses its value and pleasure. You can make masturbation something you do once in a while, and so make the experience better and healthier. The more you save up, the more credits you have for spending later. And now, you can close those eyes, and as you begin to drift deeply into relaxation, getting a sense of feeling that support at the back, supporting and comforting, and resting those legs, taking a moment to allow any less relaxing thoughts to just drift away, floating on the air with my words, and perhaps my words just drifting into the distance with them, almost like finding yourself in a bubble, a relaxation bubble. And inside this bubble, everything can slow down, soften, and relax. A calm, safe sensation inside. And as you relax further, the bubble can expand just a little as those calming vibrations grow and surround you, flowing over your skin, gently massaging that skin and softly brushing the fine, delicate hairs on your body. And this bubble can provide a real haven of peace, blocking out the everyday world, allowing you to experience some of your time cocooned and safe. Those relaxing waves building and flowing over you as every particle can relax deeper. Feeling that sensation drift inside you, every muscle slowing down and letting go now. That's it. That wonderful warmth filling you, the air around you warming to that perfect temperature for rest, held in by that relaxation bubble, keeping that clear, fresh air in, that air of rest and calm, breathing that relaxation deep inside, allowing that soothing calm to flow right through your body, relaxing further with every breath, every muscle gently stretching out as those gentle vibrations calm each cell, that mind slowing down as well, emptying and resting, enjoying a wonderful recuperative relaxation, becoming more receptive, open to change, relaxing into that thought. And now that bubble can just begin to rise, lifting you gently, and you can get a wonderful floating sensation as you relax deeper. Feeling lighter than the air flowing around you, floating up with your bubble. A wonderful, restful feeling as you rise. That bubble holding all those restful feelings inside. Drifting gently upwards, getting such a calm sensation of movement, floating in the air, higher and higher, supported and safe, relaxing deeper as you drift upwards, noticing as the skin of the bubble clears, becoming curious about the view, almost like mist clearing, looking down on the world, choosing which height you'd like to watch from, exactly the right level for you, controlling the bubble with your mind, perhaps floating higher or drifting downwards, taking in the sights, wonderful, vibrant colours and shapes, feeling the air up here, perhaps a little cooler, or maybe the restful warmth of the sun, picking a spot on the ground below you, an especially beautiful looking place, a place you know you can feel relaxed and contented, safe and calm, and allowing that bubble to drift downwards. Perhaps a gentle, shushing sound as you move through the air. A calming sense of movement and motion, relaxing more deeply as you descend, slowing as you approach the ground, softly coming to rest back on the earth. That calming, safe sensation of the ground beneath your feet. Taking some time to soak up everything around you. Noticing just what it is about this place that makes you feel so calm and restful. Maybe the comforting sounds around you, the familiar soothing scents floating on the breeze, tasting that clear, fresh air as you breathe that relaxation deep within. Those breaths slowing down as you rest further, knowing you can come here anytime you need to, knowing your body naturally knows how to relax this deeply, that wonderful recuperative rest. And now, beginning to get a sense of those times when you might feel like masturbating, those old trigger points, perhaps when you've been bored or stressed, maybe even times when you felt a little lonely. Allowing yourself to really experience that now. Just getting in your mind a vivid sense of that time, the time just before you might have masturbated, the lead-up time, those feelings building into that moment and up to that moment, just about to do it. Just get a sense of that now in your mind. And then, just allowing your unconscious mind to speak to you, listening as it lets you know some of the real reasons why you've been masturbating so much. Knowing you can trust your unconscious mind to be truthful with the reasons why. Relaxing with that knowledge. Accepting that deep down. You really know the reasons why. Recognizing those times and situations. Listening again to your unconscious mind. Letting it give you some other options. New ways of dealing with that boredom. Other more healthy ways. Rather than the old release of masturbating. Allowing yourself to accept what that unconscious mind has to say. Those healthier ways of dealing with stress or loneliness. Letting those ideas clearly form. Imagining that marvelous sense of satisfaction. Dealing with those situations in a much better way. Keeping safe your supplies of energy and vitality. Feeling calm and relaxed in the knowledge of that. And now, getting a sense again of that old feeling just before masturbating, that sort of compulsion feeling perhaps, that initial urge feeling. Noticing it build, that familiar old sensation, that old method of dealing with things. Then, drifting straight to that moment just afterwards, the empty feeling. So you're going from the beginning of the initial urge straight to the feeling afterwards. Notice that now. Back to square one. Noticing that masturbation just doesn't solve what it seems to promise unconsciously to fix. That sense of wasted time and energy. And noticing how anything you do too much of always loses its value and pleasure. And drifting now again to that old trigger point, that point just before masturbating. Noticing how that feels. It feels inevitable. The inevitability around that old sensation, that compulsion to do it, becoming more intense. Perhaps at a time of stress or boredom. Then fast forwarding to that time just afterwards. That's it, feeling empty and drained. Knowing it just isn't the solution, it doesn't fix the problem. Feeling that energy drained from you, the sense of wasted time, perhaps feeling a little disappointed with yourself, knowing you've succumbed again. And you know that just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it all the time. Parking that car up at times instead of driving it around at full throttle all the time. Doing other things, getting a sense now of those future times. Not doing it when you used to so much. Taking control of the situation. Noticing how calm you can be in that experience. Relaxed and comfortable. Noticing how you can see yourself just not getting caught out so often. That feeling of it trying to control you again, just not allowing it to do that, rejecting it easily, trusting your unconscious mind, enjoying that feeling diminishing, fading to the point where you just forget about it. That's it, seeing that masturbation habit like a dot that's just getting smaller and smaller and less a part of your life. Now, floating further into the future, maybe weeks or months, perhaps even years, because one day, this day will be a very long time ago. Those old, out-of-date feelings and urges will just be distant memories. Not even relevant to you anymore. And noticing the differences in your life, a full and satisfying life, comfortable with yourself, comfortable with the way you deal with those old situations, a healthy balance in your life, contented and self-assured, enjoying those sensations, allowing your unconscious mind to let that sink in, learning well on such a deep level. drifting back to the here and now, bringing with you all those wonderful confident feelings and sensations, radiating a healthy energy, looking forward to looking forward, and getting a sense of your surroundings again, becoming more aware of the sounds around you, coming back to the room and open your eyes, rested and relaxed. Excellent. And remember, the more you relax to this download, the more benefits you're going to notice. Remember also to check out other useful and associated sessions from hypnosisdownloads.com, such as Overcome Pornography Addiction and Relieve Stress and Tension. My name is Mark Tyrrell of Uncommon Knowledge. Thank you for listening, and the best of luck to you.